Got a Cardi on me poppin' when I shoot, I never miss. She gon' ask if I'm in love, I never lie, I plead the fifth. Only want me cause I'm icy and I'm pricey with the fit.
Okay, so I want to welcome all of you absolutely beautiful viewers back to another episode of the Team Expansion MyLeague on the channel. Before I get started, always make sure to down below. It's free on the community girl on the road to 5K, and if you are hyped for today's off-season episode, as a lot of people are for the off-season, especially my man Mike down in the comments. I know he's always excited for the off-season, but if you missed the last one, we won us an NBA championship in a Game 7 on the road in Charlotte. Victor Wembanyama gave us 68-15, and we still pulled it out with a 5-point victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Scotty Barnes with 47-19, Jaren Jackson with 33, 12, and 5, Karakov with 20, Miles Turner with 20 and 14, and Connaughton with 11 off the bench. Or no, he stepped in to start in place of Nick Smith Jr., so we gave him the work in Game 7 and came out with our second title in franchise history. Now it's time for the offseason. Now, I read all of you guys' comments. All of them were congratulating me on the title. I put them all up on screen now. They all had the same premise, saying congratulations for the title, and now it's time to prepare ourselves for a repeat. Player retirements. We have Mike Conley retiring a Laker. KD goes back to Golden State and retires a Warrior. DeMar DeRozan retires with the Pacers. Jimmy Butler doing work in the 2023 playoffs, retires a Heedle. Vooch retires a Net. Paul George retires a free agent. CJ McCollum retires a Cav. Ricky Rubio, Harrison Barnes, and Draymond Green and Tristan Thompson all retire free agents. Kyle Anderson calls it a career as a Clipper. If you can, Pat Connaughton, Patty Ice calls it a career. He won himself a chip. How many chips does he have? He won his second title and calls it a career at the age of 34. Big ups to you, Patty Ice. It was a pleasure having you on the squad. So, staff retirements. Who's retiring in terms of staff? John Bryant, Rick Higgins, Ian Odom, John Lucas, and Nathan Thomas. Hall of Fame inductees. We're going to have a couple. Kevin Durant, 2027 Hall of Fame class. Kevin Durant retires with a career average of 26, 7, and 4 with a steal and a block. He retires with 2 titles, 2 finals MVPs, 6 All-NBA first team honors, 4 All-NBA second team honors, and 1 All-NBA third team honor. No defensive honors. He has some rookie honors there as well. And then obviously Paul George retires with 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. You guys saw all of his stuff. Jimmy Butler retires with 18 points per game, and DeMar DeRozan with 20 and a half. Will any of these guys get their jerseys retired? Draymond Green as a Golden State Warrior, and KD only gets his jersey retired in OKC. That's interesting. And not seeing Jimmy Butler retired a Heedle is interesting. Next, we have league meetings. We're going to reject all of these as per usual. Now we got the draft lottery. This is a auto-generated class, and I'm not even sure if we have a pick. Regardless, who's going to win it? It's the Sixers pulling in the first pick. They're back in their trust the process era, getting into the draft. Now, I don't know what pick we have. Let me take a look-see at our draft picks. It's 2027, so we have no picks this year. We have a first for next year and a first in 2030. So we don't have a pick this year. I don't even know who's in the draft class. Now, head coach AJ Evans III is now a championship coach, so we're going to keep him around here in Seattle. Shot doctor. Who can we bring in as a shot doctor? We could probably try to bring in Barry Carroll as a shot doctor. I'm not sure if he'd be interested in that, but we're going to send him an offer. A big man coach. Are there any big man coaches out here? There's a good post D coach right there in DeMarco. We're going to bring in Bruce Frazier as a big man coach. Hopefully he can kind of keep Adin Dermenenko in his prime. Post D coach, we're obviously going to throw into, where's he at? Was it Carson Cross? No, it was, I think it was De La Grana. De La Grana, we're going to throw you an offer there to become our post D coach. Perimeter D coach, obviously we want our perimeter defense to be top notch. We were pretty good in the finals, but our post defense was lacking, so I went for a good post D coach. Perimeter defense coach, we're just going to throw in the basic offer. And then we need a good guard guru. Hopefully a guy that can kind of hone Nick Smith's guard skills as he shifts to that point guard position. Guard guru, it does. Why are you showing me scouts? Why are you showing me scouts when I need a guard guru? I guess for guard guru, we can go with Harden. It's not James Harden. It would be cool if James Harden could be our guard guru, but no wing whisperer now for our final coach. We're going to go with Donovan Young. and they all accept our offer. Cool. We have our entire new coaching staff figured out. Scouting, I don't really care about scouts right now. We don't really need a ton of that, but this is where we need to put some emphasis, because right now we were plagued with injuries. Luckily, we won a title, but Gary Trent Jr., Aden Dermanenko, and Nick Smith Jr. all went down with season-ending injuries. So we need an insanely good doctor team. Strength trainer, there's Tracy Wade. We're going to throw them a contract there. Sports psych. Where are the sports psych guys? Sports psych. I passed a couple, I know. Sports psych, we got Jesse Justice, who has 4.5 star in sports medicine. I think I might go with Kalia Perry just based off of the influence of sports medicine plus the potential rating. We'll go with that. And then sports science. We're going to need a sports science person. I think I'm just going to go sign it or offer a team doctor to be our sports science guy. Physio, we're just going to go up to the top. There was a good physio guy up there, John Oliver. We're going to offer you a contract. Then a sleep doctor. We'll go with Byron Foster. Hopefully they accept, and all of them do. So we're going to go back into sports science and physio, throw one at Gregory Kemp. He says you don't have enough open staff positions left to fill. Okay, I cannot sign any more staff members. That's okay. That's okay. Next, we got the NBA Draft Combine. We're going to skip right through that to the draft because we don't have a pick, so it doesn't really matter. I do want to take a look at the rookie signings, though, just to see what type of prospects we have coming into the league. I actually can't do that. NBA Draft. Okay, Gustavo. Oh, no. Your guys' players were in the comments. Gustavo Peaches went to the Sixers. I totally had a brain, aneurysm. You guys had players. Gustavo Peaches goes to the 76ers at the #1 overall pick at the age of 19, 6'11" power forward. He goes #1. Mark Wallace goes to Wilt Chamberlain Jr., heading to the Los Angeles Lakers, a 7'2", 19-year-old big man. Hopefully we can see him cook up. DeAndre Guerin goes to the Glendale Flame at #4. Francesco Totti goes to the Miami Heat with hopes to replace Jimmy Butler in that role. 7'3" center. Duke James goes to the Pacers. 22-year-old 6'6" point guard out of Kentucky. Keon Chapman goes to the Golden State Warriors to replace Kevin Durant. We got Jamal Joseph, Jermaine Marks, Imani Juno, Corey Lowry, Leroy O'Neal, J.R. Montgomery, Roy Hayward, Hamon De La Rosa, Luis Irving, Stanimir Ristic, going to the Sacramento Kings as a point guard. I'm not sure if he's going to get signed, but we'll see. He was a first-round pick. We're just going to scroll through here through the rest of the first. There's Jack Meadows down there going to the Spurs. We're going to scroll through the rest of this first round, and we'll go through the second round as well, just for you guys who, if your players weren't drafted in the first round, we're going to quickly scroll through the second round. If you see your player, then you know what team he's on. I'm going to scroll through quickly, pause if you need to. There it is. Rookie signing, quite clearly, we have nobody. Team player options at where it gets spicy. Karakov has a team option. So does Matt Miller. I'm going to decline Matt Miller's team option, but I want to see who all we're going to have under contract. Nick Smith Jr. is an unrestricted free agent. Coming off of his best season of his career, he's going to be wanting a lot of money. He was 50-40-90 club this season. So he's going to be demanding a ton of money. He says his heart's here in Seattle. Let's see if we can work on hammering out an extension. Scotty Barnes still has one more year. Jaren Jackson, his contract is up. We have to extend Miles Turner as well. We have to extend Markelle Fultz. Austin Karakov, we have a team option. So we have some work to do here in this free agency class. So team player options, we're going to extend it to Austin Karakov. We have declined Matt Miller's team option. So here are a lot of guys who are going to be in free agency. Shamar Harvey picks up his team option. Xavier Booker stays in Oklahoma City. We're a team that we had to face on the road to the finals. Luckily, we were able to take him out. Joel Embiid becomes an unrestricted free agent. DeJounte Murray and LaMelo Ball. LaMelo is now a free agent. I'm not sure if he's unrestricted. Yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent. He's turned down his player option. He is an unrestricted free agent. Chris Middleton's in free agency. Okay, we got a lot of top prospects at this point after coming off of a title-winning season. I'm just looking to keep the core together. Okay, Nick Smith is restricted. That's nice. Johnny Tabroni and Chester Lewis, we're going to extend you guys as well the qualifying offer. Luckily, since Nick Smith Jr. will be restricted, we should be able to sign him back pretty easily. LaMelo's pulling $50 million. But we got Nick Smith Jr. right here with his bird rights. We're going to give him the max. We're giving him a max. I'm not sure if we can offer him the super max just yet, but we're going to throw him as much game as we can. 33 million, keep going. 33 million with a team option in year 5. We're going to see if he takes it. And then who do we have? Miles Turner we need to extend an offer to. He's commanding $20 million. Can we possibly get someone a little bit cheaper? Maybe like a Christian Wood. He brings the three-point shooting with a slight decrease in defense. I'll extend an offer to Christian Wood, and obviously I will extend an offer to our guy Miles Turner just because he's a championship winning center now. So we're going to see if we can bring him back. And then Markelle Fultz, coming off his title, is now commanding $19 million or $14 million. Luckily, we do have his bird rights, so we're going to extend him. Okay, we've used all our offers. Nick Smith, I don't want Christian Wood. I thought about it, and I'd rather have Miles Turner over Christian Wood. He does pull a little bit more money, but we're going to bring him back for 4 years, and he's proven he is one of the best defensive big men in the league. Now, Gary Trent Jr. is a guy that I traded for last season. I'd like to bring him back if at all possible. He is commanding a lot of money, but we have his bird rights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to shooting guards, and I'm going to extend an offer to Gary Trent Jr. if we're allowed to. He should be down here somewhere because he's injured. There he is. Gary Trent Jr. He's an 81 off the bench. We're just going to throw him a 4-year, $16 million offer. And then who's our last guy we need to extend? Who's the last guy we need to extend? Chester Lewis has been extended. Markelle Fultz wants $16 million. We can no longer afford Markelle. That's a lie. I got to scroll up. Markelle Fultz wants that, and that's Damian Lillard. Damian wants 20. Damn, Dame. Okay, I extended all the guys I want to extend, and we have got everybody back, I believe. Chester Lewis is the only guy who hasn't came back yet, but I think we can pick up a backup big man if he doesn't come back. So we're going to go to the affordable section here. So what are we going to be in need of? Probably a backup big man. Mo Wagner's an intriguing prospect. So is Dante Hines. Dante Hines, a 7'3" center, but he can't space the floor like we would need a center to do. In our system, we play kind of a pace and space style. So I would ideally like a center that can space the floor. We've had Lamont Jackson in the Outlaws series. I'm not too big on him. I wonder if we can head into power forwards to see if there's someone I'd rather have. Cassell. Melvin Cassell, a 6'11" power forward who can shoot with the best of them. There's also Rex Holland, a 6'9" power forward who can shoot with the best of them. Can we offer a 2-year deal to Melvin Cassell? We have a backup point guard. We are in need of a backup 2 guard, though. Shooting guards affordable. There's Malik Beasley. I like Malik Beasley. For $4 million. Ooh, that's a nice little deal. Okay. Let's take a look at our roster as of now. So we have Nick Smith and Scotty Barnes. Nick Smith is going to shift over to the point guard position. He is officially the point guard. He's the point guard. Scotty Barnes, you are going to be shifting to small forward. That is your full-time position. Jaren Jackson, power forward. Miles Turner, center. And then Karakov is starting at the 2 guard. He has earned a spot as a starting shooting guard. We're taking it. 6'6", he's that guy. He broke the 3-point record for threes in a game and points in a game. We're keeping him as in the starting lineup. So we have a little bit of capital here. We can choose to trade Kell or Bones. We can move one of the 2. I prefer to move one, but we're going to address that after. We have a full-time backup 4 in Jayshawn Tate, but Jayshawn could also run the 3 at his size. He's 6'4". He could run the 3 off the bench. So I extended an offer to Melvin Cassell. He has a pinched nerve in his back. I'm also going to extend an offer to Rex Holland, who is a cheap little power forward we can pick up. So Melvin Cassell, how long is he going to be out? He's out for the season, but does that mean he's going to be out next season as well? I don't know, but we're going to extend that. Malik Beasley, we don't have enough cap to sign Beasley. That is a toughie. So here are the guys that we can now afford after all of our stuff is went through. Ray Cooper, a 6'4" shooting guard who can shoot with the best of them. He's only a 75, but so is everyone above him. We're going to extend an offer to him, the minimum. So we got Melvin. We don't have Chester Lewis. A backup center would be nice. A backup center that can shoot it. I was looking in power forwards. We can't afford to extend an offer to Rex Holland. So if we get Rex and Melvin, okay, Rex has signed, And Ray Cooper has... Okay, we don't have enough to sign Ray Cooper. Are you bugging or bugging? He wanted $1 million, dude. Okay, let's head back into free agency. Rodney Randall. He's 6'2", though. I think I offered Ray Cooper a contract. They said I couldn't sign him. Minimum. Will you take the minimum? Yes, he will. Okay, we got Ray Cooper on the minimum. That's a W free agency. So we're going to head... Okay, and we got Chester Lewis. So we got some depth here. We're going to head into player progression. Nick Smith is up to a 91. When I moved him to a point guard, he went down to an 89. Technically, he's a 92 up in that top right corner. He's on a $2 million deal. Why is that? I just signed him for 5 years. What? Also, I just signed him for 5 years. Let me go change that. Let me change that in his... Okay, I will fix that when it comes to regular season because I signed this man for 5 years. I don't want to hear that, 2K. I signed him for 5 years. There's no 1 year bullshit. I'm going to have to fix that. Let's make some trades. Actually, yeah, player progression, we're good. We're good. Player progression's fine. We're going to skip right to the season so we can do some team building. And, okay, yeah, Rex Holland is out for the season. I probably shouldn't have done that, signing him, but I don't know. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go fix Nick Smith's contract because I signed him for a 5-year max. You guys saw it. I signed him for a fucking 5-year max. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I signed him for it. We're going to make sure, one, we pay the cap space because I signed him for that much. So we're going to make sure he gets all 5 years and we get all 5 years out of him. And there it is. 5 years, 165 million. That is a lot better. So now we're going to take a look at our coach game plan. Nick Smith at the 1, Karikoff at the 2, Scotty at the 3, Jaren at the 4, Miles at the 5. Championship winning lineup. We proved it. Bones and Markelle. I'm going to have to trade one of them. Melvin Cassell heals from his injury. He is going to be in the lineup as our backup 5. Backup 4. Jayshawn Tate backup 3. Durbanenko backup 5. We got depth. We got fucking depth on depth on depth. Let's make some trades, bro. Let's make some moves. So I think I'm going to err on the side of Bones Highland. He's younger. Markel's the better playmaker and the better defender. Actually, I'm going to err on the side of Markelle Fultz. We're going to do Bones Highland. A lot of these guys, yeah, all these guys have just recently been signed. I can't trade them. What if I do Bones, Jayshawn Tate? Then we play Rex Holland. Yeah, we'll play Rex Holland at the backup 3. Jayshawn Tate, Bones Highland, and a 2032, hold on, second round pick. There's Cole Anthony. Keegan Murray. Do I go Keegan Murray? Johnny Davis is an intriguing pickup as well. He's an all-star already. He makes a ton of money, though. He makes a lot of money. Clint Capella, Kyle Kuzma, Kobe White, Joshua Primo. Joshua Primo's kind of nice. Desmond Bane. Imagine him and Austin Karikoff rotating in and out of that lineup. That would be kind of lethal. We could also do heavy three-point lineups if I ran with that trade. Jordan Poole, Herbert Jones. Herb Jones is cool. Alfred Sengun, Julius Randle. Okay, we got a decent amount of trades. I'm leaning Keegan Murray here because he would fill... Do I need a backup 2? I need a backup 2, I think. Let me go double check that. I need a backup 2 until Gary Trent Jr. comes back from his injury. So we're going to need a backup 2. Yeah. We need a backup 2 guard. That's it. We need a backup 2, and I think I will be happy with our lineup. We're going to go Bones. We're going to go just Bones in a second. See what we can pull with that. Can we pull a backup 2? There's Malcolm Brogdon, Chris Duarte. What is your ratings looking like here? You're making $12 million. What is your rating looking like here? Okay. You're averaging 13 points per game on 42% from 3. You're A+ 3-point rating. Keep an eye on that. We could do Keegan Murray for Bones. I still like that. Ochai Agbaji. I like that too. We could get Will O'Neal. I'm still going. Kevin Porter Jr., Jordan Poole. I think I'm going Ochai Agbaji. 27 years old, 2 guard, 6'5", A+ 3-point scoring. So him and Karikoff are going to go tit for tat. I love it. Agbaji is going to come off the bench. Him and Markelle are going to be our bench backcourt duo. Karikoff and Nick Smith are going to be our starting backcourt duo. Scotty Barnes, Jaren, and Miles Turner finish out the 5. Markel Fultz, O'Shea Agbaji, Melvin Cassell, Jayshawn Tate, and Adin Dermanenko. Welcome back, big fella. Come off the bench. And then we got some more depth as well with Ray Cooper, Rex Holland, Chester Lewis. And then when Gary Trent comes back, he's going to get back in the rotation as well. Probably take Jayshawn Tate's role as a backup 3. But I'm liking this. I'm going to see what I can do with... I don't want to shop around Scotty. But, like, if I didn't shop around guys last year, would we have won a title? Would we have won a title if I didn't trade for Scotty Barnes last year? I don't think we would have won a title if I didn't trade for Scotty. Dyson Daniels, channel legend. No, I'd rather have Scotty. I'm just shopping him. That Josh Giddey trade is enticing. What if we do Scotty in the finals MVP? You want to trade me Bam and DeAndre Ayton? No wonder the Celtics suck. Tyler Hero and Capella, Jaylen Brown, Sabonis, Franz Wagner, Desmond Bane, Cody Sippin, and Ben Simmons. Okay, yeah, we're in a good place. We're in a great place. We have our finals MVP. We just won a championship. Like, we won our second title in franchise history. We got better, arguably. We got a 2-time champion running the offense at the helm, Nick Smith Jr. He would have won finals MVP if he didn't go down. He won his second chip, but for the second time straight, he was robbed of finals MVP. The first time was from Ben Simmons, this time from Jaren Jackson. Scotty Barnes led the offense in the NBA Finals, coming back for the last season on his contract, but hopefully he'll re-sign. I don't know his morale, but hopefully he'll want to re-sign. We got Jaren Jackson Jr., his second title with the team, a defensive rock during the finals, and now a finals MVP. Miles Turner, the guy who paired with Jaren Jackson Jr. were some defensive rocks down in that title-winning season. Markel Fultz, a nice spark plug off the bench at the point. He's a great facilitator when we don't have much bench playmaking. So he's going to be paired with O'Shea Agbaji off of the bench, an A-plus three-point shooter who's going to back up the three-point shooting from Austin Karakov in that starting 5. What is he coming off of? He's coming off of a 15-point per game season, 15 and a half, shooting 50, 47 from 3, and 80% from the line. I'm happy to have him in Seattle. Austin Karakov is Austin Karakov. He only averaged 8 points per game last season, but in the playoffs, we know what this guy can do. We know what Karakov can do in the postseason. He came up big, and he comes up big when we need him the most. Jayshawn Tate didn't do much in our title run, but he was here. He averaged, how much did he average this season? He averaged 6 points per game, 51, 41. What can you expect? Melvin Cassell, he's a rookie out of the G League. We just pulled him out of the G League. I forgot. Adin Dermanenko, y'all know who this guy is. He doesn't do a lot in the box score, but when we need him, he comes up big from 3. So I'm glad to have Adin Dermanenko back. He would have been a nice piece to have in the finals, but we won anyway. Rex Holland, his first season coming out of the G League. We're going to see how he does at the age of 27. Ray Cooper, also coming out of the G League from the South Bay Lakers. We're going to see what he does as well. A 6'4" point guard, shooting guard. He could probably get some run. Chester Lewis is now an NBA champion. He didn't play not one game in the regular season, but he played some minutes in the finals, so I had to bring him back. He's now an NBA champion. And then Gary Trent Jr. would have been a pivotal piece in the NBA Finals, but he was put out with a torn right ACL in the first or second round. So he's going to be back by the end of Season 6. This is the start of Season 6. See you guys in the next one. Peace.